So Bungie's live stream of Rise of Iron just finished, and their biggest focus was on PvP, and more importantly, the biggest news of the day, news that Destiny fans for since the release of Destiny, so almost 3 years now, finally got the news that they wanted to hear, that private matches are coming into the Crucible. What's going on, guys? My name is BlindedMarksman and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. And this video we're going to be talking about the reveal stream and private matches in the Crucible, and also talk about the things I saw in the Vidoc video that they released. It was about maybe eight and a half minutes long. A couple of cool things that they showed. They showed the ornaments, they showed the new artifacts, a little bit tidbits of new weapons. There was a Rise of Iron auto rifle. Looked like an Iron Banner auto rifle. It had the Iron Banner logo on it. It looked like a Monte Carlo prototype weapon. Pretty much the same iron sights, pretty much the same rate of fire. Looks really cool. Maybe the iron sight had a different glow to it, but nonetheless, it looked like a carbon copy of Monte Carlo. And Monte Carlo is actually a weapon I do enjoy using the Crucible. So the fact that they have a legendary prototype of it opens up the exotic slot for something else to use. They also spoke about the new artifacts, which looks really cool. I think the ornaments is something that really stood out to me, especially the Titan. The Titan had that flame coming out his chest and coming out the back of his helmet. Looked pretty badass, to say the least. They also spoke briefly about the new raid, Wrath of the Machine. Really nothing new there. They really didn't go too much into details. Nothing that you haven't already saw if you've been keeping up with Rise of Iron. Now, the Twitch reveal really focused on two things: the new Crucible mode, Supremacy, which is basically kill confirmed from Call of Duty, where you kill an opposing player, they drop a crest, at least that's what they call it. You drop a crest, and in order to score points, you have to run over and grab it. You get a point for the kill and a point for capturing the crest. If the crest is denied, you get no points whatsoever. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out for pubs. In Call of Duty, Kill Confirmed is probably one of the more popular game types for pub stopping, where the point limit doesn't really get reached a lot of times. So you can see a lot of people putting up some monster numbers. And Destiny, they really spoke about in the review how it's going to be coordinated and working as a team. But I think pub stopping is going to be a big thing when it comes to Supremacy. I know there's going to be a lot of top tier players who aren't doing private matches, what I'm going to talk about in a little bit, are going to be really boosting up their KD with Supremacy. Now, Rise of Iron is going to introduce 3 new Crucible maps and 1 PS4 exclusive. The 3 maps are called Last Exit, Skyline, Floating Gardens, and the PS4 exclusive map is called Icarus. Now, they revealed one of the maps, Floating Gardens, which is basically a smaller version of Pantheon. At least that's the way they described it. It's in Venus. And in the reveal stream, you really can't get a good feel of how the map runs. Obviously, if you're playing, it's a different story. But just watching the chaos that they were showing, there's going to be a lot of traffic and a lot of heat areas in the middle of the map. And you could, basically call that for any sort of map. But this map, it was said that it's a 3-way map. You could go left, right, or middle. It's really player's choice, but it looks pretty tiny. If they say it's compared to a smaller Pantheon, other than the home spawn points, isn't that much of a big map. A lot of the gunfights happens by B flag and between waterfall and outside heavy. And then the next map they showed was the PlayStation 4 exclusive map called Icarus. Think of it as an anomaly. Very close quarters, a lot of shotgunning, hand cannons, last word, things like that will probably be beneficial, pulse rifles, and so on and so forth. But the reveal of the maps is not really what I want to talk about. I think the big news here is the introduction of private matches. They opened up the Vidoc by briefly saying that private matches were coming in. But during the live stream and during the reveals of the new maps, Bungie brought in a group of community members, also a team from the Bungie team and Activision team to participate in the new game mode Supremacy. Now, private matches are huge for Destiny. You think of private matches, you start thinking of esports. And we're not going to jump the gun just yet. Obviously, this is something that's new, something that's fresh. There are tournaments that popular Twitch streamers put together and do a weekend tournament. So introducing private matches definitely going to help them out, definitely going to get more of a broader audience into the Destiny community. So this is a huge step forward in bringing in more people into Destiny. Now with the reveal, the options are limited. You don't have total freedom when it comes to customizing your private matches. You get to pick the map, you get to have the scoring limit, time limit. A little twist that they added was the light level. You could disable it or you could enable it, and then you could change the time of day. So there's really not much flexibility when it comes to customizing a certain game type. But like I said, it's a step in the right direction. Obviously with the tournament community, they probably can make up their own kind of rules like they have been already and implement it into private matches. Now moving forward, I'm really interested to see how the community is going to take this private match and really make it their own. One of the things I kind of want to see moving forward is the elimination of 3v3. I think 3v3 is a good game type, but I think a 4v4 tournament fits perfectly with Destiny. I think the size of the maps for a skirmish game type, I think 4 players would fit great. Obviously, if it's a 6v6 map, I think 8 people in both teams would fit perfectly. And also, different game types. The things they do now is just salvage or skirmish, which is basically just TDM. I think introducing game types like Rift, which is basically you could kind of spawn that off into uplink of Call of Duty. Not only you could do team based, you could also do Rumble tournaments. I think that's something that'd be huge. Maybe not with 8 players. I think or every man for himself with a max player of 4 would look phenomenal in tournaments. There's a lot of things they could do with this with private matches. It's something that I personally didn't think they were going to introduce in Rise of Iron. I thought this was going to be something they would bring moving forward with Destiny 2. But the fact that they're getting hands-on right now, they really listened out to the community, and they really, worked really hard to bring this to us. So now it's really up to us, the community, to make something of this private match settings. And I'm really interested to see where the community could take it. The fact that they started tournaments off alone and trying to match each other up is just speaks volumes of where the Destiny community started from in vanilla to where they are right now. And again, introducing private matches is just definitely gonna bring up the community that much more higher. So to sum up this reveal, they briefly spoke about PvE stuff. They spoke briefly about the raid and the new strikes, but the main focus was the new game mode Supremacy and the introduction to private matches. Really looking forward to Rise of Iron, really looking forward to messing around with these new private matches options, and definitely getting my hands on Supremacy. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you feel like the video is worth one. Comment, let me know what you guys think of the reveal. Let me know what you guys think about Supremacy and private matches, what you want to see in private matches. And subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely going to be uploading Destiny content in the future. But guys, thank you so much for watching again one more time. And until next time, peace.